Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space. Once again, I am your Dungeon Master, and the players are...
Hi, I'm Daikami-sama and I play Solas of Ebha, who is Half-Elven Cleric Mage of Ogma.
Hey, I'm James. I play Ockar, human paladin from Bral, and my special new hireling in Gretha. And also Bamil's there too.
Hello, everyone. I'm Water. I play Finnel'ar Mohani, a druid from Grayspace.
Hey there, I'm Miacc. I play Lafdul Moonglade, a elven specialty priest and thief multi-class from Realm Space. Did I say that twice? I don't know. His gimmick, that's good to know. His gimmick is coming out with fun titles every week, and they're usually relevant to what's going on. So his current title is the Weeping Willow, because he's not Madras at all. I'm sad.
So Big Mac is running late. He will be here as soon as he can. We left off last time, discovering that Leva had taken an excursion to the astral plane and did not return. And thank you very much for those bits, Anghammarand. So we are back here on Bral, and still having a plan of eventually getting to Gray Space. Ockar has heard about a holy sword. He has learned about a holy sword and has done some research to get to actually retrieve that. But there's still a few things that you guys need to do before heading out on another excursion. So I expect that's mostly what we're going to be doing today, the preparation things.
Yeah.
And I wanted to start out with Ockar. With Leva's death, the plan for your shield enchantment has changed. Because you guys were going to do most of it and then just have that one wizard cast permanency. But now you need to come up with a new plan.
My plan is to arrange with the wizard that I will get the materials and I will ask him to do the enchanting process.
Okay, do you want to go? You probably need to go back and talk to him and let him know what's changed.
That was my plan.
Okay. So you make your way over to the Mage's Guild?
Yes.
Okay. That is, once again, up here. Alright, so the wizard was Dorlar the Green. And
I wonder if he's friends with Radagast.
He welcomes you in. I mean, they always have to have a something or other,
Mm-hmm.
Of something or the something,
I do think green is more respectable than brown.
Alright, so, he welcomes you in. Ah, yes, about the shield. Your friend is not with you.
Sadly, she had an accident. She was exploring the astral plane and never came back.
Oh, that is quite dangerous. That is
So,
a shame. So, do you need me to go back to the original agreement then?
well, yes, I plan to go get the materials myself, and I will bring them back to you so you can do the enchantment process.
All right. All of the ingredients.
I plan to look into getting all of them. If I find all of them is the question.
Yes. Well, if you wish to hire me to acquire some of them, I could do that in your stead. If you are worried that you might not be able to get them all.
Well, so far I have 2, and I have a plan for 2 of them. The other one I'm still waiting to hear research about before I can decide if it's going to be reasonable for me to find it or not.
Understandable.
because I plan to go find the Waters of Hope and handle the strikeout Dromi myself. I have the armor I need to bind it, and I already have the silver. When it comes to the Mother Feathers, I'm going to have to hear back from the Seekers Guild about modders and figure out if it's going to be reasonable to go find one while on my next expedition.
Understandable, understandable. All right, well, it sounds like you do have a plan. Allow me to perform a ritual on the shield to prepare it, if that would be acceptable. Would you mind leaving it with me for a day to take care of that?
Of course. My plan for the strikeout Dromi is to use the shield throughout this adventure of mine to go get a holy sword from a place engulfed with undeath. I figured that would count as a task of great effort.
Yes, it might. To tell you the truth, I do not believe that we would know unless you have some access to divination magics. I do not believe we would know until it is successful, or until we attempt to finalize the item and learn whether it is successful or not.
I do, but not that far in advance. I have access to augury.
Well, you could always speak with a priest who can cast something more powerful.
A character. Can Lafdul cast, like, powerful divination spell for that?
Solas.
Solas. What kind of spell would that be?
You can just talk to him about it when you get back to the ship.
Of course. I will ask a companion of mine who is a cleric mage who might have that kind of power.
Understood.
Thank you. I'll leave the shield with you for now.
All right. It will just take a day to prepare it.
Thank you. And I'll leave the shield with him.
Okay. So he's not actually casting a spell on it per se. It's just more of doing some like ritual magic like stuff to prepare it for.
Like putting runes in it and such.
Not even that. Just some general stuff. It's more of like so that anything that you do henceforth will be, like seen by the shield as part of its enchantment.
Okay.
Okay. So back at the ship, you can talk to both Lafdul and Solas, and it doesn't necessarily have to be priestly magic. It could be wizard magic, just divinations of any sort. If you guys think that you have anything that might work.
I'll talk to each of them, maybe both of them together, and I'll ask. I would like to know if either of you has divination magic that could tell me if using the shield I plan to be enchanted would be enough to count for the strikeout Dromi requirement for the enchantment. As in a task requiring great effort to perform.
I do have access to some divination magic. I will have to pray upon this, and I will tell what I can find out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's outside of my wheelhouse.
Well,
At least
thank
you got someone.
Yeah, it's fine. Thank you anyway, and I'm sure, and I know that if you could, you would have done it, Lafdul, and I know that you've got plenty of talents in areas where you are very helpful.
Sure, thanks.
That's right.
It's nice to have you take most of the damage, so I don't have to. Standing at the back. But...
I mean, that's part of why I'm here, to make sure that you guys are okay.
But yes, as I said, I do have access to divination magic, and I will see what I can find out.
Thank you. I will attempt an augury myself once once my runestones are done being made.
All right, those will
Maybe
definitely be
that'll
finished by
work.
the time you're ready to leave. By the way.
Yeah. I'll attempt an augury myself, see if that helps as well.
Well, that only would work just before doing the enchantment.
Fair enough.
It only has a half-hour prediction,
Then
whereas
I'll keep that in mind.
divination.
Then I'll keep that in mind if the initial divination doesn't work. So when we're
Yeah.
about to do the enchantment, so I know.
I mean, keep
But-
in mind that carrying the shield for the entire, the entire. Sorry, that was a bot. I need to take care of. The entire adventure begins the moment you begin the adventure. So.
Yeah, I consider beginning the adventure being Leaf Brawl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So to a certain extent, for a very general type of situation like that, where it's not just, is there something dangerous behind this door? Is there something dangerous down the stairs? That kind of thing.
Mhm.
I'm a little bit more flexible with that. And don't forget, look at wizard spells and look at other priest spells as well.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. In the meantime, I'll wait. I'll get the shield back tomorrow when it is done being prepared for the enchanting process. Basically, as I expose it to things related to the enchantment I want, it will be able to be fully enchanted when I get back.
Old.
Yes.
Would I know what kind of sacrificial offering would be suitable?
For
Since the divination spell, 4th level clerical spell, requires sacrificial offering.
Yeah. So
And if it's unusually important, you have to sacrifice particularly valuable gem, jewelry, or magic item, potentially.
for your deity, you can copy down a poem onto a sheet of paper, and that can be and burn that, and that can be the sacrifice. Doesn't have to be a brand new poem, just a well-crafted poem kind of thing. For a particularly valuable thing, you'd be looking at like an expensive book would work, or gems and jewelry. I think those are always generally pretty safe too.
Yeah. Would this require the more expensive version?
No.
So just a copy of poem.
Yeah.
Okay, I will prepare that for tomorrow.
Yeah, and you do have access to Commune.
Yeah, I also have that.
Yeah. Commune is a great spell for that kind of thing too.
That's true, and I could use rest of the questions to help in my research.
Yeah.
Didn't you use Commune recently? Like a couple of days ago.
Oh
in game?
yeah. I think I did.
It's a new adventure. Things have changed completely.
I'm planning on casting Commune. I can ask Mike.
Well, if old says it's okay, then I'm going with it.
I'm fine with Lafdul doing that if he wishes.
Yeah, it's more like the main reason the main thing that you don't want is to be asking Commune multiple times for like the same kind of thing. And yeah, if it's close together, then the deity can get annoyed. But I'm very much looking at time within an adventure frame.
Fair enough.
So, and it's been like I'm not sure exactly what day you did it on, but it's been more than like half a week, I think.
Probably.
So.
Yeah, it was before we went to the asteroid base of Marutsa.
Yeah. So it's been a number of days at least, and so you could wait a few more days as well if you want to.
Yeah.
Do so.
Yeah, if you say that it's okay, then I'm going to use Commune since Also using that to help with the research on the tuning fork.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it reminded me about that.
I mean, you asked me to research for it.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. Because it made more sense for your character to do it, since you have the spell and you are a researcher. So
Is this the tuning fork that Ockar was interested in, or is this another one? I'm not
This is the tuning fork to material plane.
Okay.
yeah.
Give me a second. I'm just noting that. I forgot to write that down.
Yeah, I was interested in eventually getting one to, like, Asgard,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
But that's not probably gonna be for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I think Ockar also said that he was going to commission someone else to research it.
That's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna commission somebody at like the Mages Guild or something to research that for the while we're gone.
Gotcha. All right. Then let's see.
How much was it? It was $750, wasn't it? Because I said I would fund it. So
For the material plane one?
yeah, it's $750.
Depends on the material that it's made out of.
No, the research cost.
Oh.
750 or 3,000, so it's 750 because we're familiar.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and deduct that cost.
I'm doing that.
How much would it be to hire somebody to do it?
So that's going to be the higher cost, because that's not going to be a familiar place for them. Let me pull up the list.
Outer
again.
plane is 3,000.
Yeah,
But
so
unfamiliar.
3,000 research time
months.
is 3 months.
Okay, so I'll pay the 3,000 to hire a mage to research the tuning fork to go to Asgard because I'd like to visit it sometime, even if it's not for something
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, no, that's fine. All right,
'Cause
so
it's basically my character's version of heaven.
okay.
No. It's just a funny remark. You just want to bump fists with Tyr or something, you know, or as one hand that he has left.
Do remember, Ockar, that's just the research cost. There will be the production cost also.
I know. I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
just
by the
making sure.
time he gets that done, I mean, it's 3 months. By the time that
Yeah.
happens, he will have more money. So.
Oh, sure.
All right. So Dorlar the Green, you could ask him about that. He'd be willing to do that for you.
Yeah, I'll ask him to do that for me.
Okay.
And I'll pay him up front. It's also a potential sources of hope if I want to do the really stupid thing and go visit Fenris Wolf.
Okay.
Because his slobber counts as that.
All right. So he will let you know in 3 months what that will be. And specifically, the tuning fork isn't just the other one that you guys are looking at for the prime material plane. It is not just the prime material plane. It is specifically Brawl Space and Brawl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's our home base, as it were.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
I have a question.
Yes.
It's actually to Solas.
Yes.
Well, since our elven friend's departure, that leaves a bit of a problem in that she was the one that was able to communicate with our office at long distance. I guess that would mean you're the only one that could potentially do this now. Is this something you're willing to
study
learn?
the spell. I need to study the spell at some point, but yeah.
I figured I'd tell you about this now before we left, so.
Do you have do you need to research the spell, or do you just need to copy it from a spellbook.
I need to check if we have it in the library or was it only in Leva's own books.
Did we find out if she took books with
Yeah,
her?
she
or-
like we went through most of the stuff that she said that she would have in her bag of holding, and it basically amounted to just about everything worthwhile, other than maybe some potions, and I didn't want to deal with that. So yeah, like basically
Fair enough.
everything of value, including her spell books, are gone, magic item wise.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So she would have and actually this does remind me. She would have left a will, as all of your crew members do, with Braxon. You guys would have looked at that, and she would have left a detailed list of who gets what, but of course most of those items are gone. All of her scholarly books that she had personally that were non-magical but magic-related, she would have left to Solas, as well as the spell books, but of course the spell books are gone. And all of her notes related to her family are encrypted in her own cipher.
Fair enough.
So
Did she mention anything about her family, about that, or her
not,
wishes?
not in detail, no.
Oh. Hmm.
I imagine if she kept it in cipher, it was for her eyes only. So,
Mm-hmm.
and she was very secretive about it. So it's probably something that she didn't want us to follow up on. Is what Ockar's going to be assuming.
I don't see the sending spell in the spellbook library that I have written down, so I will have to actually research it.
It's a common spell.
Right, but do you, is there do you have space to just copy it if you had access to it, or do you actually have to research?
It was 5th level spell.
Yes.
Yeah, I have space.
Okay, so it's a common spell. So you can get it from the Mages Guild, but you'll probably need to trade like a spell scroll or something for it.
Spell scroll. Spells
or potions
research.
or something like that. I do want it to be an actual cost.
Fair enough.
I mean, it is a cost of research of spells, you know. We
a cost
have
for you
spent
guys. So I mean, like
Well,
basically
yeah, for
any
wizards it's
magic
less.
item that you have that you don't particularly care about, you could trade.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I suppose it's nothing for them, you know. I mean, they get something for nothing, in a manner of speaking.
Well, I have to check what I want to give.
Okay.
Do you... I'll ask him later.
All right. Is there anything else related to the enchantment that you guys want to discuss right now? You can wait and do the commune a little bit later in the session if you want.
I think
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm just gonna be waiting on the monitor research.
Yeah, and that should be done pretty quick.
I have a scroll with precipitation at the 8th level. I will trade that.
Okay. Let me see.
It doesn't have any other spells anymore, at least.
Okay. All right, that is actually considered fairly valuable by people on Brawl, so that will definitely do.
Yeah, I thought it might be valuable here.
Okay.
Oh, for the rain effect or something, isn't it?
Yeah, and being able to put out fire, being able to water crops on the underside, or clean the streets. Yeah, so it's just generally a pretty valuable spell. All right, so you find a wizard willing to trade you access to his spellbook and the sending spell for that scroll.
Yeah.
So go ahead
I
and
need to
do
roll.
your spell check, your learning check.
Research proficiency gives me +5% if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And I don't think my luck amulet will influence this.
No, because it's not luck-based.
Yeah.
Not a luck-based action.
Yeah, that's a success.
Okay. That does remind me, however, I forgot to mention the rerolls at the beginning of the session. 500 bits will get the player or dungeon master of your choice, viewers, a reroll. As it stands right now, Braxon, Finn, Ockar, and Lafdul have 0. Solas has 2. I, the dungeon master, have 10. So I'm very, very low, viewers. You know, I could definitely use some more.
We could all use some more.
All right. So that is
it
a
was,
success. Yep.
D6 plus level -1.
Yeah.
So D6 plus 4. Oof. Well, such is the luck.
One of the most valuable spells in D&D, really, that spell.
Hey, at least you have a really good spell now, even if it did use up almost all your book.
No, only like a 10th. Only like a 10th.
How long does it take for Solas to memorize each person to send a spell to?
Got to be familiar with them, so you might have to spend a day with them, probably, or more.
I mean, he knows all of you guys already. Like it's not like.
No,
And
person
I know
on
our
Bral.
I know
Is
our
it?
is it? I know her.
Yeah, he knows his
Yeah.
set.
I think the only one out
Is
of
that-
us. I think the only one out of us he'll need to know a bit better to do setting to is maybe Ingritha.
I mean, I've been in the company long enough to know is it pretty
Yeah.
well, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you all know his set.
Yeah.
Well, look on the bright side of Solus learning this ending. We won't have any nasty side effects, right? You know, looks at Solus.
You would hope.
Yeah. Why do you have to remind me of that trauma?
Erase a spell from book. Just cursed.
Okay. All right. So it sounds like that's pretty good on that. Finn, you wanted to visit graveyards wherever you can. You wanted to check the graveyard here again for some more herbs, I believe. Did he step away? Finn?
Are you muted?
Sorry, my wife was talking to me for a second.
Oh, no problem.
What was the question?
So you had said that you wanted to visit the graveyard here and any other graveyards you came across for some more herbs.
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember when you last visited this graveyard?
I want to say it was shortly after we got back to Brawl.
Okay.
That sounds right to me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have a -1 to your check, just because it's pretty recent.
Okay.
But I don't want to say no, you can't do it, kind of thing.
So the check for this gets a -4 right off. And then an additional -1, -5. This will be a fun roll to see how it turns out.
Okay. Oh.
Well, okay then.
I was about
don't
to
find
say
a thing.
something, so I might have influenced that. I was literally
No,
right.
your
on the
curse
cusp.
does not transfer to me.
I was
We're not-
like, can you use Call Upon Faith? I don't think you
Yeah.
got summoning, do you?
You didn't actually say it before he rolled, so we're not going to count as the curse.
I don't know. We could still count it as a curse.
I mean, I purposely kept quiet for Solus because that was a very useful spell.
All right. So Finn, yeah, unfortunately, it has been too recent. You can't find any new like there's some new growths, but not big enough to gather yet. But you do make a note of where they are. So next time you come back to Brawl, I will give you a +1 chance.
Does it
Okay.
have to be harvested under certain conditions?
Just at night.
That's fine.
Do I think the Thieves Guild might have picked up much? Because they like collecting all sorts of for poison research and stuff like that, and I'm just
Probably
wondering.
not these.
Alright,
Probably not these.
to occult, to druids, I guess.
Yeah, and it's too specific to druids. Like it's not exactly secret knowledge, but it's kind of secret knowledge to druids.
No, that's fair. I thought
Yeah.
I'd try my
Yeah.
luck because they have their hands in all sorts.
You gotta
So-
be like a well-traveled wizard or like somebody part of a druid circle to know it.
Yeah, and they're not too common among these guilds. So Finn, I'll definitely make a note of any other settlements you come to that have graveyards that you could check as well.
You could also commission a graveyard and kill the local populace, just then cast a plant growth or ripen spell on some fungus. Just started there.
Yeah, if
And
we
hey,
were, if we were chaotic evil,
It would be kind of
we're not
kind
that
of evil.
we're not that kind of murder
wouldn't that
party.
be like lawful evil because you're doing it by the
No,
books or
no,
something?
that's
It would
pretty
definitely-
psychotic.
Yeah.
So is there anything else that you want to look for, Finn?
Nothing else that would be on Brawl. So
Okay. If there is anything else that you would be interested in specifically that you might come across, do let me know. Other settlements or something like that, other asteroids. You have heard, because there is an idea of going to realm space, taking a short stop over there. Finn, you have heard of the world Garden, which is supposedly a lot of like small asteroids connected by one giant plant. So that might be of interest to you to take a quick stop off at.
yeah, Finn would definitely be interested to see that.
Okay. Alrighty. Lafdul, you wanted to discuss with Bellis about a shop, correct? The shop?
It was, we were waiting on the Samara other thieves to do a background check on them if they wanted to co-op or not.
Yeah, so they will tell you that if he's willing, they're willing to, they're open to working with him. They he has a,
willing. Oh, that implies that he's in the know.
well, no, more they're not seeing anything that gives them pause, as I'll put it that way.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he doesn't specifically know I would be... Well, I'm assuming I would have said this at the Thieves Guild. That he knows that I'm in the Thieves Guild or anything like that. So I was trying to keep an upfront appearance, as it were. I mean, I would be the one doing any kind of like reforging for you, since
Yeah.
I would be the one crafting. He's just the salesperson.
Yeah.
As it were.
So it kind of boils down to whether you want to keep him in the dark or whether you want to try to bring him into it.
I'd have to get a real... At the moment, I won't, but maybe over time I get an idea of his... Because I learned his alignment was lawful neutral, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not good, not bad. It depends how it's... Yeah, I probably wouldn't.
Okay.
I'd
but
say
are you
it's
interested
probably
in
better
like
not to.
Do you you could still have the shop just be yourself and not have it, not you and Bellis working
Oh no,
together?
I want Bellis because
Okay.
it's someone I know.
All
I
right.
mean, yeah, what I'm doing on the side for Thieves Guild is something I will do every time I come back to Bral. I'll just have some stuff. Or when I train up apprentices, I don't have time to train up an apprentice now.
Okay.
And we don't have a shop, so it's when we return.
Okay.
I might even have my own apprentice by then.
Okay.
Wow.
Um,
It sounds awful leaving him in the shop.
well, I mean,
You want to go adventuring with me? Yeah, you're running the shop now.
so
That's so chaotic, Neutral.
That's something you might want to have up front.
all right. So you'd visit Bellis to talk about you know, basically
how I
running a shop
envision the
together.
business. Yeah, basically, I would be a partner in co-op. I'd say where I'd want it. I would have a strong inclination of being in the middle city, in the Thieves Guild territory. Not that he would know that, but I'm just indicating an area.
So somewhere around here or in this area would probably.
Yeah, either
Yes.
or. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not too fussed personally where it is, as long as it's somewhere in their territory that isn't too close to an edge. Could
Okay.
be somewhat close, but just not right on the edge.
Um.
I'm just
So-
going for whatever is available, basically, because I obviously won't get much choice. And I'll leave the acquisition up to him because I will be away, and obviously I will give him a deposit. That's something we need to figure out. How much money does he think is a good investment to get a shop? I mean, it's just down to how soon he thinks he wants to get back up into work. I mean, how much money does he have? Because
Right,
he's now
so-
lost his shop. He's lost his income, in a manner of speaking.
Yes. So monthly rent is between 10 gold pieces and 100 gold pieces per month in the middle city. And it's kind of down to, like, this area here is absolutely 100 gold pieces per month. And he would say, half and half.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I'll have to make a 50 gold. That's on top of my Thieves Guild thing, which is fair, I think.
Now, to get something pretty quick.
How quick does he want to get it?
He wants to get
'Cause
something
I'm
pretty
good-
quick, but he doesn't have the money
Alright.
to get
No,
something.
I
pretty
do have. I have, if needed, about 18k. But obviously, how quickly do you want? I'm just saying that's how much money I've got as disposable income, as it were. Not that I want to spend all of that, but
3,000 gold and various bribes would basically get you something within a month.
is that good enough for him? Because I'll be leaving it for him to acquire a shop or something.
I think you'd be going through the Thieves Guild to do that.
All right. Should I set up a contact so I'll give the rundown to the Thieves Guild that obviously I'm going to be co-oping with Bellis. They don't know you're in the Thieves Guild, but you're a partner of mine. A friend.
I think one of the things you should ask is how long it would be to set this up in general. You might be able to get it set up before you leave.
No, it's finding a place. So it's not going to be a thing before I leave.
Yeah, it's not because it's still down to a month rather than 18 months.
Yeah.
And then once a place is found, then the shop actually needs to be set up, and that's 2 to 4 weeks at least.
No, I'll give him the money, and basically I want someone in the Thieves Guild to be acting my interests in my stead, I guess. He's just like a friend.
Well,
I don't know.
Iset can do the legal stuff in your stead.
Mm-hmm.
And you can and basically you just be going to the Thieves Guild to pay the bribes to get, Bellis and Lafdul bumped up on the waiting list. Bellis won't have a problem with it. He would have his own if you left it up to him, he would be able to get it down to about 6 months with his own contacts and stuff like that. It's not exactly legal, but it's also super duper common.
Does he how well?
It's just the way you do business on Bral, basically.
Yeah, no, I'm just wondering how I would phrase it. I know a person who knows a person who knows a person who can probably get it really quick for about a month.
Yeah, that's basically what you'd be saying, and he wouldn't be taking this as your part of the Thieves Guild. It's just that the
But
Thieves
it'd be
Guild
like, you know,
absolutely
some
has the
people-
contacts necessary, whereas Bellis does not. But it's not exactly unusual that people who are not part of the Thieves Guild would have such contacts. I mean, you're adventurers,
Yeah.
you've done things for the crown. He's
Yeah.
going to be like, oh yeah, you just know some people who can get the bribes done, kind of thing. That's what he's going to be thinking.
Yeah. You know, give him like things that, you know, we obviously want a shop to sell stuff, blah blah blah, and obviously
So if you
Enough for, like-
if you fund the bribes, the 3,000.
yeah, I've
bribes,
deducted to get
he
the
will
3,000.
fund the furniture and everything else, and any other like any getting the shop set up and stuff like that. That's pretty fair separation. I mean, you're getting the short end of the stick, absolutely, but you're also going to be getting a profit from gems.
Yeah,
sold
no,
and
it's
stuff, so.
fine if I initially made a loss for a while. I mean, this is a long-term investment for Lafdul, so.
All right, so I will figure out which of these buildings it will be for when you get back.
I mean, yeah, it's a shop for selling gems and stuff, but I also want the facilities for potentially crafting, making, smelting. So obviously, I'll show him what I'm capable
Yeah, no,
of.
he knows. Even though he doesn't do it himself, he knows what's necessary. So he will
All
get
right,
those
yeah, that's
facilities.
fine.
And
What's
he
relevant.
are you looking
professions.
at having some additional employees right off the bat as well? People who can do basic stuff like some of the that kind of work, or do you just want it to be you two right now?
No, I don't mind having an employee or two. Probably some. It probably would be good to get someone from the Thieves Guild in there, but that were inimical to that kind of profession. You know, they have like a front, so you know they might be seen stuff. No, I'm just a worker. I work in the shop. You know, that kind of deal. Giving someone an opportunity to have like an upfront cover, as it were.
So
That
you
can
can
also
let the Thieves Guild know that when Bella starts looking for an employee, they can send someone to him if they want. Put it that way.
Yeah, I'll phrase it like that. Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me make notes.
Obviously, I'll tell Ballas when I get back, I can put some magical safeguards. That's the benefits of working with someone that knows magic. But obviously, I won't be back for a while. Going to Grey Space and Realm Space.
Yeah, that's fine.
And other space. I don't know where.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else that you wanted to do with Bellis? Any other specific details that you want for the shop?
I don't think so initially. As long as it's got potential for further investment, we can get like another part of the shop or, you know, a second floor, whatever. Sorry. Excuse me. I just had bodily functions, as it were.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just wanted future investment. Like I could buy like a second floor or a basement or something. You know, it's got future prospects, as it were.
Okay. Yeah, chances are for now you would only, well, Bellis would need to live somewhere because he's actually losing his home because his home is going to be repossessed.
Alright, so we can get like a house and
how about this? Let me know after the session what you're thinking of the upstairs to be like. And
I mean,
keep that
yeah, I mean, it could be pretty much similar to how he had his original setup, apart from minus the basement, because we don't have that.
Well, it would almost certainly need to be a little bit larger because you need a workshop.
Yeah.
for gem cutting and jewelry making.
Yeah.
So it would
I can
it
I can
depends
give
on
a
it
more
depends on
upfront.
what you want for the second floor. If you want like basically 2 apartments up there, one for him and one for
I
you, then
might as well, yeah.
All right, just PM me after the game what you're thinking of in terms of the second floor.
It
third
can
floor
also
to be
act
replaced.
as a safe house for when I'm not in.
Yeah,
for,
no, I get it. I get
someone
it.
that needs to.
Think about it
So,
and let me know like a kind of a finalized idea of what you want
all right.
the upstairs to be like, and I will take that into account.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. That works.
Okay.
Do I need to give more money up front, or still the same amount's good?
No, that's fine. 3,000
Alright.
gold to get you guys bumped up, and again, like this is the kind of thing where Lafdul knows. Lafdul has talked to Bellis about it, and it's just you, Lafdul, need to let me know.
Yeah.
But
all
do
right.
it after the session. Okay.
Yeah, and I'd be talking to the party at some point. That I've co-opted with Bellis. We're gonna get a workshop in the middle city. A long-term investment.
Sounds good.
Bellis has been reliable by us for such a long time, and he's kind of been evicted, as it were. So I kind of need someone on Bral that I can work with when I'm away from Bral, and it's kind of convenient. Not gonna
That sounds
lie,
great.
that he
Yeah,
got
makes sense.
evicted.
That sounds great. It's a shame we can't sell anything to him for a while.
Yeah. Well, it's only what's
It depends on whether
he gets
Faldric
first.
wants. It
Yeah,
depends on if
Faldric
Faldric
gets
wants
first.
anything. Like
Yeah.
he may be sick and tired of gems.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah, there might be some reason why he wouldn't want to deal with gems for a while.
All right. Now you could also let Faldric know that he could get a premium price selling the gems that he does have that he hadn't been able to sell to
Yeah,
Bellis
I
once Bellis gets the shop set up.
Yeah, I don't mind. What does Bellis think about that? Because he's also in the middle city, and it's good to have connections.
I mean, if you say, hey, we need to give him a good deal because blah blah blah.
Yeah,
et
I'll
cetera,
give him a background.
Bellis will be like, understood.
As long as he's not like against it or he thinks it's a bad
no.
prospect. I mean, because
he's
trade
still gonna
negotiations,
find a way to make a profit. Bellis will make
Yeah.
a profit. It just won't be as much of a profit. And if it's like this is just something that needs to be done as a favor, and yeah, it gets a contact. So
Yeah. I guess I'll at some point try to go with Bellis to Faldric at some point and give him a lowdown of our intentions and if he wants to collab or whatever, given the unique circumstances our company is in.
given the fact that it'll take a month to set it up, Faldric will tell you that he will consider it, but he appreciates the offer and thought.
All right.
Okay. Let's see. Braxon, are you talked about trying to find the Illithid translator. Are you still interested in doing that? Are you up to doing that?
I can't remember if that was a dead end or not. I mean, if Levers, I was hoping to get that stuff to the Pragmatic Order of Thought, but if Levers will said she didn't want us to do anything with that, I guess we could let it go.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, but it was paid for. Solas was the one who aided in that, in putting her in touch with the Illithid in the first place.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, well, then I guess Braxton would try and find the Illithid and put it with the rest of Lever's stuff.
okay,
If
so
there was
well, I
anything.
mean, like,
You doing this alone or? No, that's a genuine question.
It sounds like I am. Maybe I should.
All right.
I don't know. It's up to you.
No.
It's up to you.
If you're going alone, you go
Solas
alone.
would have to know something about it at least, because you'd be going to him and saying, "Hey, who did you put Leva in contact with?"
Yeah. Braxon will go to Solas first.
Because I don't think her will would say something like, "Do not do this." It's just a more of a case of you would get her notes on her family stuff and be like,
Yeah.
"This is gibberish. I don't know what to do with it." Maybe someone would cast Read Magic and be like, "It doesn't reveal what it says," kind of thing. So
I guess Braxon would do it because he's been going around looking for anything that would allow us to help Leva, and he doesn't know that this isn't something that would bring her back.
yeah, I mean, you'd be aware that this translation was happening, and you had been planning to turn over the documents to the Pragmatic Order of Thought. So you could still at least do that.
Yeah, I'll try to do that, but I'll see what Solas says.
Okay, so
Well,
go ahead, Solas.
the illithid that was contacted was has some dealings with the seekers. So if we go and ask the seekers to talk to that illithid, we might be able to get those notes.
Okay. Let's do that then.
Okay, so the two of you go to the Library of the Spheres?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, please.
All right,
And
so... Go ahead.
I basically tell them what has happened and why we are seeking this illithid that was originally asked to contact Leva.
The seeker that you spoke with before will say, "Oh, that is quite a tragedy." Yes. It was Voltris, and he gives you his address. That is the illithid that I directed your friend to. If you believe that he has completed the translations, then good luck indeed.
Well, that's what we are thinking since we think he sent a message to our companion, but unfortunately our companion had this mishap at that point.
Indeed. Well, good luck. Good luck.
Thank you.
Is there a place where they normally meet the illithids?
No, but they do know the address of his place.
Right. And he's not in the embassy?
No.
Okay, might be a bit safer then.
He's still over in the area, though.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be in this block somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I think Solas and Braxon would go there.
What do you think? Do you think we're okay on our own, or we need to tool up?
I'd say that since he's illithid that has worked with the Seekers and was commissioned by Leva, I think we might be okay.
Fair enough. Let's just go knock on his door, see what he says.
Okay. So you make your way over and knock on the door. The door is opened by a kind of a blank-faced human who says, "Yes, can I help you?"
We are here to meet or talk with what was the illithid's name?
Voltris.
Voltris, on behalf of Levalithana, who commissioned some services from him recently.
Please wait here. I will speak to my master. And he closes the door slowly, and you can hear him shuffle away from the door. A few minutes later, he opens the door again, and standing beside him is an illithid in an expensive dark blue robe, and you hear a voice in your heads that says, "Yes, I was expecting Levalithana to retrieve these translations."
Unfortunately, she had an accident while visiting Astral Plane, and Sadly, she is no longer with us.
That is a shame, since she still owed me some money for the translations. Will you be paying?
Yes, and I'm. If I'm correct, the translations are ready now.
Indeed they are. That will be
Well,
1,000 gold pieces, and you will need to hire some bearers to carry the translations and the original documents away.
of course, we will arrange this.
Very good.
How many bearers would you say that we need?
Just 2.
Okay.
They can do that. They'll have some hand carts.
Yeah.
And carry them back to your ship.
Mhm.
So the 1,000 gold
Okay.
pieces for the translation, and also I think it's 2 silver pieces for the bearers.
Each.
No, total.
Silver goes a long way in Bral, you
Yeah.
know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just because
silver
we got
is,
thousands of gold doesn't mean.
I mean, average worker lives on a few gold pieces per month. I think in on
Yeah, pretty much.
normal
Non.
economy places.
Is it non-skilled
Okay.
laborers or skilled laborers? I can't remember.
They're
Finnel'ar, I
those
guess.
guys are non-skilled. They're laborers. Their skill is that they own carts.
And have the strength to
Yeah.
push and pull them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will pay the 1,000 gold.
You will? Oh, okay. I was going to pay, but if you want to pay, I'll let you pay.
And the 2 silver?
I'll pay the 2 silver then.
Solas digging out gold after gold after gold, and Braxon's like, "I'll do my part." 2 dimes.
Yeah.
It's dropped a couple pennies.
All right.
Yeah, I feel that Solas is doing this for Leva's memory.
Yeah, I was going to say the same, but like you got there first. I don't want to take that from you. He says keeping his 1,000 gold pieces.
All right, so you don't really know what to look for in these documents yourself,
Yeah.
but if you hand them over to the Pragmatic Order of Thought, you could like give them some details that you think might be relevant and ask them to let you know at a later point, or let Iset know at a later point if they correlate any of the information.
Yeah. We'll do that then.
And suggest making copies of if there's any useful information for current operations to other groups that might share the sentiment against slavery.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll ask them if they can work out where there's some slaves that need rescuing.
So the problem is that these are old documents, and they're
Right.
like they're also documents from like illithid raids and then sales and stuff like that.
Right.
So it doesn't help much currently, but it is the kind of thing that would allow like recently rescued or freed people to find their way home, or find find family of people who who were killed and stuff like that.
Fair enough.
Oh, I see. Yeah, sounds good.
But it does it also gives insights into like illithid trade and raiding routes and stuff like that, and that is very much of an interest to the Pragmatic Order of Thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe we could raid the raiders.
And I think
Assuming that would change their patterns.
other anti-slavery groups might also want to hear that information.
So I believe you knew, I think it was Royard. Was a contact you had at the Pragmatic Order of Thought.
I think so.
He took over after the previous guy that you worked with got killed, I think. And he was one of the guys who was on your ship with you on that one adventure.
Yeah.
So you look him
Yeah.
up, and
Royard de Baranth.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
Sorry.
that's okay. So you look him up, and he asks to meet you down at the Rock Rat, a tavern down in the Low City. And so he says, is it Solas and Braxon? Are you two going, or just you, Braxon?
I'm also going.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll both go.
Anyone else want to go, or do you want to invite anyone else? I should ask.
Well, we mentioned to rest of the party about it.
Yeah. Anyone want to come?
What were you doing?
We're
Sorry?
passing over the translated illicit documents to the company, the Pragmatic Order of Thought, see if they can work out anything about the illicit slave routes.
I'm fine helping out with that.
Well, this is
Yeah.
just passing the notes.
Yeah.
I'm fine going along with that.
Yeah, Finn will tag along.
Okay. So he'll you'll see him sitting at a table. A couple other members of the Pragmatic Order of Thought with him as they're drinking. He sees you enter the tavern. He waves you over and says, "Ah, Company of the Broken Sword. It's been a while." And he'll shake your hands, and Finn, he'll say, "Ah, you're a new one. I don't believe we've met."
Yeah, Finn will introduce himself then.
I'm Royard. I am in charge of the local branch of the Pragmatic Order of Thought. Please, sit down, sit down. You said something about documents from an illithid. Do tell.
Yes,
Go on.
we recovered these from during our last trip from the Red Eyes sphere. There was an old abandoned illithid outpost there that we explored, and we have had them translated, and we think that these might be helpful in potentially locating routes that these slave raiders take.
Yes, that could be quite helpful indeed. Do you have a sample of these documents with you right now?
Yes, Solas would have taken some.
So he'll read them over and nod as he's reading. Yes, this is quite good. I can. Do you only have the one copies? The single copies?
We have the originals and now these translated copies, but those are the only translated copies at the moment. But I would suggest that you might want to copy them.
Oh, of course.
And potentially, if there's any information that other groups that oppose slavery might want to hear.
Yes, I was thinking
Share
about. We have a good relationship with the Seekers, but always giving them more information is keeps them happy.
As a member of Seekers, I'm agree with that.
My initial thought was to get them copied and distributed where we can, and then hand the originals over to the Seekers. I could authorize a reward of 500 gold for doing this service.
That sounds good to me.
Now,
I think
was there a particular reason you got these translated in the first place?
The
We
dour look across the whole party.
we had a companion who thought that these might hold clues to her origin, since she was enslaved by illithids and traded forward at one point. But sadly, she has passed away.
Oh dear. Oh, was that what was her name? Levalithana?
Yes.
Oh, that is a shame. I'm sorry to hear it. We can be looking over the documents, and if we see anything that might be relevant, I could let you know.
That would be appreciated, and if you ever find any information about her family, uh, it would be nice to let them know about her life.
Indeed,
Yeah, it would
I
be.
will let you know. Yeah, you have a place of business here. I think I'm trying to remember where that was located.
Come to the Broken Sword. I'll give him the location.
Thank you. Yes, yes. All right. Well, if we find anything that we think you would be interested in knowing as we go through these and make our copies, we'll definitely
Yes.
send a note to your office. Is that acceptable?
That is acceptable, and you can also send me messages through the Seekers.
Understood. Understood. Thank you. Will be quite helpful in our cause.
Yeah,
We'll be out of town for a while. We're heading eventually to Grey Space, so it might be a while before you hear back from us.
yeah. If you find any information about slave bases that might still be active in Grey Space or Realm Space, if you let our office know, we may be able to attempt to rescue.
Well, I don't know the details of what's going on in those spheres. I'm just in charge of the local branch here, based out of Bral, that operates here in Bral space. But I can definitely send along some helpful contacts if you
Yeah.
need
I
them.
mainly meant if there was something in those notes. But yeah,
chances are by the time he you'd be gone by the time
yeah.
they
I-
might get anything. And
if-
again,
if-
it's old information.
Yeah.
Like it's a
I
decade
mean,
old at least, at the latest. Much of it
Bra-
much older than that because Leva was about a century old. So
Braxon would ask if they've got someone we could contact in Realm Space and Grey Space.
yeah, he'll give you some contacts. You can look them up if you want.
Could you also give us a letter of introduction, so to speak, so that they know from the start that we have done work with you before?
Yes, of course. I can send one of those to your office as well.
Thank you.
That would be very
You're-
kind.
I have a question
Mhm.
to him. Your order deals with slavery and such. I'm wondering, does that have anything to do with the recent attacks in the sphere? The uptake of attacks, I guess.
We have not been able to
Piracy.
determine that.
No, not related.
Well, we don't know if it's related or not. It's not. It's not
Hmm.
our ships doing the uptake.
It seems to be widespread. I'd imagined it wouldn't take that long to get a feel for what's going on unless they're well organized, which should be quite scary.
Well, we do believe that there are more pirates operating, and we have some bounties out. I can give you the list of the current bounties.
Yes, that would be good since we are going to travel a bit.
Yeah, and we're taking a heavy fighting crew this time around.
You
All right,
know
so-
that gives me a thought. Has anyone talked to all the people who own missing ships about where the ships were going?
There are people definitely looking into it.
Maybe we could try and triangulate where people are going missing. And
That
go there on the way out.
That's something to think about, but that's not our main goal right now.
No, I know.
Yeah, if we did do it, we would have to double back to Bral. But the thing is, if it's within a day's travel, it's not too much of a detour, is it? So,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
we've
but
got a
like
few days.
the thing is that if you wanted to do that, and you certainly can. I don't want to discourage you from doing that. It is the kind of thing that would be a concentrated thing because you'd need to, figure out where these might be happening, if there is any kind of pattern, figure out the pattern, and then try to follow the pattern, track it down, and then deal with whatever is happening. So you would be looking at weeks, probably months of work.
Right. Okay.
We can
Basically,
tell.
basically an adventure on its
Right,
own.
that would be an
Yeah,
adventure.
we can tell Issa to, keep our ear to what's happening and just tell us when we get back. So, that might be another job for us or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mainly thought if we stumbled into some pirates on the way out, we could get some free treasure.
Yeah, no.
Well,
So they
there's-
he gives you a list of
Okay.
of known pirates and bounties.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm not actually going to give you that.
Okay.
I swear we find one of those red nodes back on the list and it's like, huh?
That shouldn't be possible.
Yeah, he was
You
executed.
know what? I'm not. Well, no, I would say this. That is going to be one of the questions I was going to ask my deity is whether or not Red Nod met his end or if he changed his ways. I was going to see if I could find out his fate.
I
It's
think
my,
the elves were pretty.
Well, no, they gave him the option, didn't they? If he wanted to change.
Yeah, no, you can ask. You can ask.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see.
He's understudy Magenta or Nord has taken over.
Okay. Anything else that you want to ask the pragmatic order of thought?
Oh, because they fight they sometimes fight illithids, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to connect the dots for Ockar, a paladin, in his stead because I know about the Miacc character. But would there have been a transfer of contacts about the Helm company, or was it that company that fights illithids? It's a specialized order in realm space. The only reason I know of it is because of that spell. I
Royer
was
does
looking
not know much about realm space.
at. All right.
He's not
I
going to know
would
any
most likely have
particular
to speak.
details.
That's
I've got an idea on that, but I have to make
yeah,
another
I
trip.
wasn't sure if this would be a connecting branch, as it were.
No, the details like that you need to get into the sphere for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just like if you
Was it
wanted to
Coke
find
Company
a
or Held
place
Company?
that was suffering from drought or something like that, you
Yeah.
wouldn't really be asking here in Brawl space about some place in realm space.
Yeah.
I'm generally good to keep going then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Braxon, thank him.
Mhm.
No, thank you. These documents should be of immense help.
Yeah, that was one of Leva's goals as well, as to do as much harm to the slavery trade as she could. Being a victim herself, so in a way it's like spiritually carrying on the flame, as it were.
Right.
Okay.
What you just said then gave me a thought.
Mhm.
There's I bought a guide to Kryn Space before. I could try and buy one for Realm Space and Grey Space. We might be able to read up on the way there.
Yeah.
And see what
Yeah.
what celestial bodies have what in.
But you
work out
probably
where to
do
go.
want charts as well. So
Yeah. But like
Mhm.
when we went there, you could get charts from one place, and the other guy had charts and a guide as well.
Yeah.
And that was more money. I forget which of the two shops that was because I always mix two up. It's the guy that
I believe that was
the guy-
Elemander's star charts.
is that the guy that upgrades all your star charts.
Yeah.
For free. Yeah, the best guy. Yeah. So
Well, as long as there was you share with them and they share with you, kind of thing. It was mutual, wasn't it? Or
yeah.
Well,
Well,
but he also if you come to him and say like, hey, I bought this star chart of realm space 2 years ago. I'm going back there. Any changes? Then he will put the changes down on the chart.
Yeah.
that's cool.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
so-
Braxon, you want to head over to his shop?
Please. Yeah, and before Braxton goes, he'll say to Solas, "You should take that reward to pay back half of what you put in."
Solas
Makes
isn't going to
sense.
object that.
Okay. So you make your way to Elemander's star charts. I'm just looking to see where that is.
Yeah.
pretty sure it's down like in this section somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm-
It's listed, but they didn't put
It's
these in
40.
alphabetical order, did they?
No, they're in local order. It is here. It is 40.
Okay. Right. Thanks.
All right, so
Right.
you make your way
Right.
to Elemander's star charts.
Oh, it's kind of a cool place for it to be. You've got a lovely view of space out the front windows.
Mhm. Yep.
Through the trees.
Which aren't that thick, I don't think.
No, no.
Sparsely.
So he welcomes you into his shop. Yes, how can I help you today?
I popped in a while ago and we bought a guide to Grin Space along with charts, and I'd like to know if you've got the same for Realm Space and Grey Space.
Yes, we have such things for all the local well-traveled spheres.
Oh, could I have one set of each, please?
Yes, it'll be 600 gold each for the chart and the guidebook.
Right.
And the guidebooks are just they're fairly short. It's like 8-page
Yeah.
pamphlet kind of thing, but it has a very basic thing like if you go to this planet, you want to look for this particular feature, because that is the safe port. Don't go to this place because it is particularly dangerous. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think I'll study like the Gray Space one, see if it has anything about the place we're going to.
Okay. It will
Wasn't-
not.
Okay.
Wasn't the place we're going to really, really cold, but that could be because of... We went to that place on Raddle that had the tea hot and the cold side. One of them had like a really cold negative plane area, right?
What the sage told us was that reports of people visiting there that they said that they experienced cold that was more than just a normal cold.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's the same on what we experienced on Raddle. Or I did, because you went there.
Okay.
Well, Rattle
okay,
was.
Well,
No,
I-
that specific negative plane area.
I mean, we still have the cold weather gear from when we went to Rattle if we need it.
One second. Braxton's going to ask Elminda if he knows of any recent changes that have happened in Realm Space or Grey Space that's made him change his maps or anything.
Let's see. He will mention that in Realm Space. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, I thought we lost you for a second.
No, just something popped into my throat.
He's dying.
Yeah, no, just one of those things. So he mentions that. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there was anything that. Some of the things are a few years old at this point. Like there was some major magical disruptions in Realm Space. Some years back. That does leave some travelers nervous about visiting there.
Okay.
I lived through that, didn't I?
Yes, you would have.
That was.
But you're not here. Braxon. It seemed to me that Braxon went alone. So that leaves some people nervous about going there. But nothing major like that has happened since, at least in terms of magical travel. Like a lot of ships just ended up not being able to, they just were dead in space for a while, and priests lost their power, and there was all kinds of crazy stuff.
Was this also the portals being sealed?
Yes, people couldn't get in or out, and that was quite worrying. But things seem to be settling back to normal now.
Yeah.
Clive the Fearsome is, of course, still at large. There are a number of bounties by various organizations out for Clive.
Okay.
Who always seems to, like, no matter what rumor seems to come about of him, whether he's been captured or killed or something like that, he always seems to come back. So.
Okay.
I think you get people taking up the title of Clive.
So that's the big thing that he's aware of right now for Realm Space. In terms of Gray Space, there was a major war on Earth a few years ago that has made some people nervous about going there, but considering the fact that it is at the dead center of the sphere, and it's just easier to get to places like Grilla and Ginsel and the Grinder, it's not that super common anyway either. So.
And Finn might have heard of that.
Yeah.
Braxon mentioned those two things when he gets back to the ship.
Yeah.
And then what? And that's all in the guidebook, is it?
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much.
But he does say that he does say that, like, these are like major things, not like, if you need details about pirate activity, basic pirate activity, people who aren't as famous as Clive, for example, that's stuff that you kind of need to get into the sphere to know about. But so far as he's aware, none of the safe ports are considered unsafe at this time that he has listed.
There's a guidebook, I don't need to ask him now, but there's a guidebook for both. Tell us where to go to get leads on the local organisations like Company of the Chalice or
No, it does not. That is not the kind of information that he puts in there, but it has, like, basic trade-related customs, because these are things, these aren't books for adventurers, these are books for traders. So it has the safe ports, little descriptions of them, how to get there, places to avoid because they're dangerous, like deadly planets and stuff like that are well known, that kind of thing.
All right. Well, Braxon will thank Elmander.
Thank you for your purchases, and if you do let me know if you return and there's any incorrect information in any of these documents.
Will do.
This should be on your mind, Braxon, but wouldn't you have told him about effectively a new route all the way through the other end of Wild Space where we came from when we were shunted?
Oh, the spheres. Didn't we go to him already?
I think so.
Did we?
Sell him our notes.
I
think you did.
We've already visited since Solas bought a chartered guide for his own home space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right, so Braxon will head back to the ship.
Okay.
Here, so if Ockar wants to look at the grey space guide carefully, no dog ears on the pages when you read it.
Yeah, I'll look through the grey space guide for anything of interest.
Use a bookmark. I'll read through the realm space guide first, so you can look at the other one.
That's all right. Solas can repair it.
Dog ears on my books. They're my personal books.
Like you would be able to, like, comparing the chart, comparing what you got from the sage, and comparing the pamphlet. The asteroid, the quote unquote dark star, is off the beaten path in the Grinder.
Okay.
So it is not close to any major ports that are listed there as safe ports.
So it's gonna be a trek.
I mean, not necessarily a trek, because you're actually like at that point, the Grinder is not that far out from Earth.
Yeah.
But it is a spherical asteroid shell, not just a belt.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, there are known safe ports at various points throughout it. And it does list a few places to avoid because of, but it's generally more of like, stick to corridors between these safe ports because if you get too far away, you're dealing with pirates and lithids and beholders and blah blah blah. So, you're going out into the more dangerous outside the trade routes kind of thing.
Okay.
I don't think our planetary locator will show everything on the grinder.
No, it will not.
Small stuff, so we might have a bit of trouble locating it. Does Ockar's information let us know whether this asteroid is on the inside or the outside of the grinder?
It's on the
Or
inside, I
if we-
believe.
Or on the middle of it?
That's. I mean, you have the exact location of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
we got the location.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. All right. Well, it might move a little bit, so we might need to wander around. But if we've got the location, then I guess the location data would tell us which direction it's going in. So if it's not where we go first, we can just try and follow it.
It like the main thing is just going to be in terms of time and dealing with any encounters along the way.
Yep. I think I'm good then.
Yeah. I don't know how good we are for wood.
You probably want to stock up on some holy water, considering I'm potentially fighting undead. I bought 5 myself, some at 10.
Oh. Yeah, I'll buy some holy water. How much is that?
25 gold pieces each.
Yeah, 25 each.
I'll
It's a
spend
good idea for everyone to have
I'll
some.
spend 250 gold to buy 10 things of holy water.
Yeah, Braxon will try to buy 10 from the Temple of Ptah.
Well, is there anything that you guys want to discuss in terms of not like a plan per se, but any kind of preparations that you want to make? Anything that you might want to get before you go?
I will
you guys
see.
have anything that you need? Let me finish, please. Anything that you want to sell or identify or do anything with before you go, both in terms of like just preparation and just other kinds of like maintenance type stuff? Because you've got some information about what you're encountering. You might want to think about that, process that, discuss it, say, what can we do to deal with this as a problem that you might encounter, kind of thing.
Oh, do we know what sort of undead is there?
Let me see what.
I'm going to commission some scrolls.
You probably do not have time to get them.
Well,
done.
I'll see if they have them on stock,
Okay.
rather.
I don't
pretty
think
common ones.
Braxon, I don't think that the narratives the sage found had information of that sort.
I would like to see if they have if in the market there are scrolls of protection from undead.
You mean the general protection or the priest spell?
The general protection.
The general protection.
I have a suggestion for the group. Considering where we are going, I think it might be best idea instead of each individually buying a holy water that we purchase a certain amount as a group.
Or we pay it back into the company when we buy it off the stock.
Since we might want to also hand some of these holy water vials to some of our NPC officers and crew members.
That's probably a good idea.
I don't have a problem with it. It's just,
well, I've already bought the 10 flask holy water.
You
want to top
I've
up?
bought 5.
I bought 10 as well already. I already deducted the gold.
And if someone doesn't want to buy any for themselves, that's fine. If you want to say, can we buy some specifically for the crew to hold on to? That's something that you could do as well.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Can Solas and or Lafdul make holy water?
No.
No. You need several priests of the same ethos and dedicated basin and stuff.
Oh,
Or
okay.
magic holy font that creates holy water, but those are extremely rare and expensive.
Yeah. All right.
I
fair
mean,
enough.
if you've got enough money, there's nothing you can't. Well, most things you can buy.
No, that's cool. I just thought it was something that was makeable. You could just make it as we went along. But if you can't, you can't.
No, we would have been making if it was possible.
Yeah, it's because we're alone in our faiths, as it were. We need several of our own.
And you generally need an actual temple.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you can't just cast it on the go.
I could have a temple ship. Nee.
So Braxon's going to take his man catcher to the Temple of Ptah and ask the priests there if they, when he's buying the holy water, if they think that he will be able to like attach a flask of holy water to the man catcher so that we could like grab a skeleton or a zombie or whatever and like damage it at the same time.
Holy oil.
They would like. They're not sophisticated enough in mechanical engineering to do that kind of thing.
Okay. So that's something that just like Braxon would try out with Solas, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. And it may or may not work. He might try it just for the lulz.
I mean, Solus knows a shatter spell. You just crate over a very fragile box above the head, shatter the box and the glass vials, and all the holy water just pours on the undead.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if we could do something like capture a vampire and like hit it with holy water as well, while other people then chuck holy water at it, or I don't know. Well, we'll see.
You're better using magic than trying any
Yeah.
physical means with something like that.
Mhm.
Well,
They don't look strong, but they are.
Braxton doesn't have magic. He has the ability to punch people in the face.
Well, yeah. Well,
He casts a fist spell.
you got a flaming sword. Vampires don't like that.
Yeah. Okay.
You're not exactly going to be taking one captive, are you? So, I mean, you got party members to hopefully protect you against them.
Yeah.
It's never a guarantee, though, unfortunately, when you're fighting undead.
Yeah. All right.
Oh.
So,
Anyway.
Ockar, you go around some of the shops, and you do find in Gaspar's Reclamation that they do have a scroll of protection from undead. Let me see what the cost is going to be. Where is that?
Might be a scroll Solas could make, actually, because he's got access to necromantic. I think they're necromantic based for that one. That might be like the actual protection from undead, 10-foot or whatever spell. I think there is a priest spell. I'm gonna look it up now.
I mean, there might be, but I mean, if you don't
there
have
is 5
access to
foot.
the spells.
Yeah, it might be a spell worth researching, actually. Protection from undead, 5-foot radius, 4th level. You know what? I'm going to see if there's a scroll of that.
So that is going to be 9,000 gold pieces, though.
I'll pay it.
Okay.
Oh, it's better than being level drained. So.
Well, you can also like trade items if you want, like some cash and then
Got
an
some.
item trade.
Or other protection scrolls. Just
Actually, I'll offer a protection from paralysis scroll along with 4,000 gold.
All right, let me just take a look.
Yeah, I guess the guy with a free action ring wouldn't really need that.
Okay, I've got down that we've got 39 whole points of wood.
If only we could grow wood.
All right, they'll take that.
Okay. Sounds good.
Are we
I
doing
will-
a shopping trip together or individually?
He was indicating alone, so
Alright.
I have also a few spells that I would like to find a scroll of, but I've been waiting.
That sounds good to me.
You'd probably
I now have
kill that
two.
actually,
Now,
Solas.
now I have 2 scrolls of protection from undead. Okay, I'm good. The rest of you can handle shopping wherever you want. I'll help if you need it.
No, it is the way you said it. That was just like, I have 2 scrolls of protection from undead. Good luck for the rest of you. That's how I saw it.
I will give one out to one of you guys when we get there.
We don't have any magical shot anymore. So we might want
Ship shot.
Yeah, we don't have helm circles or mage shot or any of that sort of stuff.
Oh, you can look around.
well, let me just let's kind of go in order.
Sorry.
That's that's no problem. Not in order, but Solas had said that he wanted some things, and he said that he was waiting. So
Yeah. All right. Sorry, Solas.
I would want to kill up on this with Solas actually, because we're both priests. We both have the same idea. So
Well,
go to
I'm
different
looking for
temples.
I'm looking for
Oh,
mage
wizard.
scrolls at the
Sorry.
moment.
All right, carry on. Oh, can they see if they got a sending scroll? I might buy one if they got one.
wait your turn.
He's going to the wizard guild. I
Okay.
can't really do it myself.
This is more in terms of just so that I can focus on what certain people want and handle that, and then move on to what other people want. It's not
enough.
necessarily about where you're
Alright.
going. All right, Solas, what are you interested in?
First spell scroll that I'm looking for is Mordenkainen's Faithful Phantom Defenders. It's a 5th level spell.
Okay, that's going to be an uncommon spell. So
Ironically, it'll be more common in Grey Space.
yeah, they do not have no one has a scroll of that.
Okay. Second spell scroll I'm looking for is Acid Bolt. It's a 4th level spell. It's rare.
Nope.
Pity. Do they have a Nemicron's Transference? It's 5th level spell.
Rarity?
I think it was rare. I need to check. It's a spell that changes properties of 2 items.
Nope.
Pity. Improved Blink.
Nope.
What a bad luck.
I mean,
Uh,
they're pretty uncommon as it is, like to get anything other than a common spell as a scroll. So
yeah. Well, let's try for one more. Mordenkainen's Involuntary Wizardry.
Nope.
Pity. Those were the things that I were looking for at the moment.
okay. Braxon, how about you?
Yeah, sorry.
That's fine.
I don't know if this asteroid's going to have any ships. This undead asteroid. So Braxon will go to the places to sell magic weapons to see if they've got any catapult shot or ballista bolts that might help.
So the arcane would have some helm seekers.
Okay.
They would also have some actual magical heavy weapons, and Gasper's
Magical heavy
reclamations
weapon.
and Gamelon's curios might have mage shot.
Right. how much would it cost to upgrade one of our weapons to a magical weapon? Because we got one on the hilt. We got
I mean, you can also trade in things to reduce
Yeah.
prices and stuff, remember.
yeah. I'm just looking on our sheet. It says we got 2 bombards now. I don't remember us getting bombards.
We got him back when we were
And
helping.
Tavares space or something when we were fighting the.
Let Ockar finish. He was speaking.
I believe we got him when we were helping fight like the Empire with the elves. They were putting our
Right.
ship to help with that as part of like the whole trade thing. They were pretending to be traders.
Either that
It
or
was
you got him
around
from a
then.
wrecked ship. I can't remember which. But
Oh,
you did get. I think you did get him
yeah.
around then.
It was around then.
Are
And
we
we've had
going
him on our ship.
to
We haven't really used him, I don't think.
Are we going to keep them or swap
I
them
don't
out?
mind. I don't mind losing them since we can't use them in the Phlogiston.
Yeah, I was of the opinion that we might as well sell it because it's short range compared to other ship weapons, and that kind of limits it.
What about
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
asteroid?
Oh, we can put them on the asteroid. Maybe
We
it's still
could,
pretty
yeah.
short ranged.
Mm.
Yeah, I would much rather prefer to use longer range weapons on our asteroid.
Yeah, well, we got a magical ballista on the hilt, and we've got 2 medium catapults and 2 medium ballistas. So, we got 2 magical ballista bolts, helm seekers on the hilt, right? So I've got that separately for some reason.
I think those are what we got from the helping the rightful emperor.
Yeah. So what have they got? Have they got magical catapults or ballistas?
They're gonna have both.
They're gonna have both.
Yeah.
Right. Let's look at the rate of fire. The catapults are slightly faster. So actually, if we swap out for magical catapults, they speed up, don't they? So we could possibly fire once per round.
No, the speed is always the same.
Oh, okay.
You have a choice. You have a choice between 2 varieties. That they either increase the range or they increase the chance to hit.
Oh, maybe we got something wrong on the hilt, because that's a magical ballista that I've got is faster. So maybe I need
It
to
has
check that.
extra range. It should have.
That one
I
should have
think-
extra range. If it looks like it's faster, then there's an error there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
I think the error might be because at
I've-
one point there was haste casted on them.
Okay, well, I've got that down as 1 per 2 instead of 1 per 3. So I've got to change that back to 1 per 3. All right. Well, how much is it for catapults?
Depends on what you want.
Medium catapults, please.
+1, +2, or +3. And do you want range or do you want chance to hit?
Chance to hit's probably better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How much is +3? It's probably too much.
28,000 each.
28,000. I don't know that I can afford that.
I mean, if you're
How much-
upgrading the ship, that seems like company rather than your personal.
All right.
Do we have the company fund to afford one of those?
We got 150k, but don't forget we're buying a lot of expensive crew.
Yeah.
Getting or at least magical +1 ones might be viable.
Yeah, I'd like to get a pair. So maybe +1s. How much are +1s?
7,000 each.
What do you reckon?
That sounds good to me. A pair of +1 catapults would be good. What would be the +2 price?
Hang on.
14,000.
Finn's knows our money.
He's posted it here.
Oh, okay.
Well, but he
sorry.
can speak. Let him speak.
Yeah,
Viewers
let's
can't
let Finn
see
speak.
posts. Finn, you there?
We have plenty for that.
Okay. So should we do +1s?
You said +2s was 14?
Yeah.
We could get +2s.
How much is
We have 4
magical
weapons, though.
ballista? Do they have
Okay.
magical ballista?
Yeah.
So +2, we choose between increased range as well, or
Yeah, it's
increased
all
chance to
a
hit.
choice of range or chance to hit.
I would go for the chance to hit.
Yeah, chance to hit sounds better.
Okay. And
what?
what type of ballista did you want to just check the prices on?
I was thinking, should we upgrade our ballista also to magic ballista? +1s, for example.
Could do.
I mean, we could upgrade all of our weapons to +1s.
Instead of +2s.
I mean, how many catapults do we have and how many ballista we have?
Okay, if we're getting rid of the bombards, we have 2 catapults and two medium catapults and 2 medium ballistas on the blade. And we have 1 already magical medium ballista on the hilt, which is
Just for the range.
Yeah, that's one that's got magical range.
Should we switch that to the to hit also, and basically get all of them have plus to hit?
Well, the good thing about the range is you can shoot things that are further away, and we've already got it. So if we were swapping it, we'd be selling it and buying another one. So we'd be going for a trading price. So we can do that if people want us to do that.
I just want it easier for keeping track. It's easier
Yeah.
for when we're doing combat.
All right.
If
What
everything's
sort
the same.
Okay, so what sort of deal will we get for a trading on the?
Well, for buying 5 in total, if they have 5, and trading in 1.
Yeah, 2 catapults and 3 ballista.
Well, the medium ballistas are 6,000, 12,000, 24,000 for +1, +2, or +3.
Okay.
If you want to get +1 for everything, let's see.
Are we going for +1 for everything or +2s?
Yeah.
So that would
no,
be
+1.
32,000 total if you got +1 for everything.
And double if we were taking +2s, I think.
Yeah.
Roughly.
What do you think, Finn?
The +2s would take about half what we have available.
Should we go for +1s for everything then? To give
Let's
us...
go for +1s for everything, and we can later on upgrade to +2s.
Yeah, +1s will mean it's a lot harder to destroy them via magic. If it's only normal fire or whatever, I don't know.
And +1 also means that we have that much a better chance to hit.
Yeah.
How much would if we traded in the bombard and the range enchantment ballista?
Okay, let me see.
And is that taken into account if we're getting a deal for buying so many? You know, we're trying to negotiate, see if we can get it cheaper.
I mean,
Because we are buying a lot.
I would think we are trying to bargain.
All right, who is going to be trying to make the purchase then?
I'll do it. I have really good charisma.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is your reaction adjustment?
Let's see. I have 17 charisma, which means my reaction adjustment is +6.
Are you making a reroll?
Okay. All right. Then I will put it this way. What are you going to offer? So you offer the 2 bombards and the +2 range magical ballista, medium ballista.
Yeah.
And the non-magical ones.
And the
And the
non-magical
non-magical ones.
ballista.
What?
And what is
Oh, okay.
what is the monetary offer that you are making, Ockar?
How much?
Let me stop you real fast. You guys can discuss this as a group, and then tell me the offer. Like, it doesn't have to just be you, Ockar. But
Well,
Ockar, since you're the one taking the lead,
You get final say.
You get final say, but you also ask the others as opposed to everyone else just speaking up.
I need to know how powerful. What are we trading for? I missed that.
Okay, so
I just
what
need
you-
to know I just need to know the enchantment number.
yeah, what you're trying to knock off is the cost of a medium ballista and 2 bombards and a little bit more.
Right,
I just need
plus
to know
ones-
+1 or +2 or +3.
+1.
We are going for a +1s.
If we're trading in all of that and a +2 already magic one, and they are 7,000 each, I will probably offer like 4,000 along with all this other stuff we're giving them.
The arcane will counter offer with 31,000 and all of those things.
Oh.
It's a real low ball.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was 7,000 per.
It's 7,000 for the 2 catapults and 6,000 for each of the ballistas.
Yeah.
I missed the ballistas.
Oh.
I only thought it was catapults. Then I wouldn't have offered 4.
Okay, I'll let you redo it.
I would have offered 20.
Okay, let's see.
20,000.
Give me a charisma check, please.
Okay.
Are you using the reroll?
He doesn't have any rerolls.
I don't have one.
Okay.
Would
Didn't
etiquette
bank it.
help?
No. This is to see if your reaction adjustment is going to be used.
Okay. That passes.
Okay. All right. So he counters with 26,000.
I'll counter with 23,000.
All right. Charisma check again, please.
Passes.
I cannot go lower than 25,500.
I'll go with 25,500.
Okay. All right, 25,500, and you are now the owners of 2 magical medium ballistas +1, catapults +1, and 3 medium ballistas +1. All to hit, not range.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a decent bargaining.
Yeah, that's good.
Well done, Ockar.
Thank you.
So I need to drop the range of the medium ballista on the
Yep.
dolphin from 8 down to 6.
Hold on. Should go to 4.
4?
Yeah.
Oh, I had them as 6 on the.
Yeah, I was originally trying to do the same range for everything, but I do think that like when we started out, but the more we played, the more I thought that having shorter range for the heavy weapons is a
Okay.
pretty crucial balancing factor.
All right. So what do you think the range should be on the catapults? Because I've got them as 5.
Everything's actually 4.
Everything's 4.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Do remember that we can always shoot ahead of time and let them travel a longer distance.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I just want to make sure
Yep,
that
no, it's fine.
everything's right now.
Yeah.
So ballistas are 6-4-2 from light to heavy, and catapults are 5-4-3 from light to heavy. So with mediums, they balance. They all balance out at 4.
Right. Okay. And I've got them all at speed 12.
Yes.
Right. Damage I've got for the catapults is 1d3 plus 1 for hull points. And damage for the ballistas is 1d3.
Correct.
So, all right.
Ballista doesn't do quite as much damage, but they can fire to the same hex.
Yeah, I know. I'm just checking the stats with Ald.
Yeah.
The Thakos, I don't know whether that needs to change.
That will need to change.
I've got 15 for the medium catapult and 14 for the medium ballistas.
Yeah, so those are gonna come down by 1.
So in Thako that goes up, doesn't it?
No.
No, right. So 14 for the medium catapults and 13 for the ballistas.
Correct.
Right, brilliant. Okay. Thanks very much.
No problem.
Yeah. And I need to delete the bombards. Let's change that to delete.
Okay. All right. All right. So with that, you have definitely upgraded your ship weaponry very nicely. Do you guys have any items that you'll want to identify? It is about time for us to take our break, so I wanted to ask if.
I don't think so.
I think we identified most, if not all, that we got from our last trip. Only things that the group has not identified are what Lafdul got from Marutsa.
No, there was more stuff prior to that. We
Oh.
never. When we first encountered the Yak Men, we got some pieces here and there from them, and various party members held on to them, but we never. I don't think we ever got a specific handout. It was kind of like, here's what you got, write it down, and I don't think anyone did, because no one was keeping track at the time. We usually wait for a handout of all the items we get. So that's why I think it's been forgotten as a manner of speaking. There was like a staff, ring, potions.
Right. There was a staff.
Yeah.
There was a staff that we got from them and a ring. I just don't know if we wrote it down.
I don't think there was any recollection of it being written down, because Old normally sends it as a group thing. So unless that happened, we don't have it.
Yeah, we got what was on that one corpse, but pretty much everything else was destroyed.
Then
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily sure what you guys picked up then.
Well, I'll figure it out after the game, I guess. Because identification can be done on trip as long as we have the pearls and stuff. So
yeah, but I mean, it would be nice to get like I like to wrap things up tidily.
Because I do remember we did grab a staff and one other thing off that one yak man corpse that survived the explosion.
Okay, then I'm going to ask during the break if you guys can think about what you might have grabbed or try to check notes or anything like that.
You'd have to rewatch your video.
Just try to think about it. We got a 10-minute break coming up, so
Yeah, I'll try to see if I can remember.
all right. So it is about time for us to take our break. Good time to stretch your legs, get something to eat or drink, and we will be back very shortly.
You're back.
See you shortly, everyone.
See you then.
Sorry.